Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the video / podcast, depending on what platform you are listening to. So tonight, I thought what I'm going to cover is actually essential oils for end of life. So not the most upbeat topic, but something I think is really important and has been asked about quite often actually recently. And I think we often think of essential oils to support health and wellness, but they can be used so beautifully for our loved ones to make them comfortable towards the end, and whether that's human or animal. So this is applicable to obviously our beloved pets as well. And sometimes we can't always help keep someone alive, but what we can do is make sure that they have a very peaceful and comfortable transition. So my name is Dr. Helene. I'm an emergency medicine doctor and an advocate for integrative wellness, as well as a certified animal aromatherapy specialist. And I love to use essential oils to support the health and well-being of myself and my pets, and helping educate people do the same for their family, whether that's human or animal. So if you like what you're listening to, please hit the subscribe or the follow button so I can carry on creating more content, and let me know in the comments what you want to know about. Would you like to get essential oils into your life? Why not book in for a free chat with me? I'll come to one of my classes to find out how they can support you, or maybe if you've got oils but you don't know how to use them best for either your health or your pets, that's okay too, because I do general consultations or full ones. So drop me a message to find out what you need, and we can have a chat. And for those of you watching live or on video replay, you'll see I'm joined by my cat Holly. As always, she does love to be involved. So the oils I'm going to talk about this evening are not going to interfere with any medication, and because the aim is to make people comfortable. And the nice thing I think about using aroma is it really creates a beautiful aromatic memory for you that you can anchor with your loved ones for months and years to come following their passing. And so these oils not only give your loved one comfort, but obviously you as well. And it isn't easy seeing someone you love pass away, and there's no shame at all in finding it difficult either. And I've been privileged, and I really do consider it a privilege to have been at the end of life of many of my patients, and also several of my family as well. And I've been told by family members that, oh, Helen, well done, I couldn't have done that. And that's okay, because not all of us can. And I think it's something that I can do, and it's something I also understand that it's not something that everyone can cope with, and every one of us is different, and it is important to recognise that. Now, I've worked as an emergency medicine doctor, obviously, but I've also worked in elderly care, and so I've seen a lot of people at the end of their life. And so what I've done is I've thought very hard about different things that we use to keep people comfortable, and then I've drawn on my experience with oils to support. So a couple of things that you're going to need is a diffuser and some roller bottles to make up the oils, and this is the same obviously if you're using them for pets as well. Now, if you're obviously taking your pet to be put to sleep at the vets, you can use roller bottles. It may be that they're doing a home visit, so that you'll have them at home, and obviously you can tweak things according to the situation. So first of all, what we want them to be is really comfortable, and so we want them to be pain-free. We also want them breathing to be good, and people often have secretions as they pass, so their breathing can be a little bit laboured. So what we want them to be is calm, not agitated, so that they can have a peaceful transition. So from a comfort point of view, there is some fantastic oils that we can use to soothe our bodies. So things like combining marjoram with wild orange, peppermint, basil, cypress and lavender together into like a soothing blend is one of my favourites. And it's really nice to massage over the joints, on the hand, down the back, and very nice to relax too. And you can use those same oils for your pets as well. So really super comfortable there. And you can, as I said, you can apply it topically. But equally, you may just want to do a little hand massage, and that's really, really soothing, just as you're holding someone's hand, just to massage over the back of their hands and on their palms as well. So a really nice little blend would be 3 drops of each of those oils in a 10ml roller and topped up with fractionated coconut oil. If it's for a pet, depending on the size of the animal, my sort of general rule of thumb is for pets over 10 kilograms, then it would be, you could use 1 drop of each in a teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil. That would be the dilution. And if they're under 10 kilograms, then in a tablespoon. And so you can, use those. Now, to support the respiratory system, I absolutely love peppermint and cardamom, and I think either individually or blended, they are just lovely, lovely options. And they're very nice rolled onto the chest or perhaps the back of the neck, and for breathing to help ease congestion. But also a few drops on the pillow or in the diffuser placed near their bed, or a little lava rock like this. That's really nice as well. And so it makes it really comfortable. Obviously, for pets, you could pop it on their chest, or again on their bedding, or again on a lava rock. And I use that little combination all the time if I've been feeling under the weather, and I've used it for my pets and also for my loved ones. And I've seen how much it can really open up the airways and help maintain them as well. So for reducing agitation, this is really important as well, and assisting calmness for your loved ones. My favourite choices are lavender, frankincense, magnolia, sandalwood and vetiver, and I think they're all beautiful oils to use on their own or as a blend of your choosing, because they're all really beautiful for relaxing with and maintaining comfort. And you can use them in a diffuser or apply them topically. And again, that hand massage as you're holding your loved one's hand or stroking paws, that's a really nice thing to do. Now, the dilution ratio, again, would be sort of 1-to-1, or a total of 15 to 30 drops in a 10ml roller, and then topped up with fractionated coconut oil. And if it's for a pet, then I would use the same dilution as I mentioned before. Now, one thing I just want to add as well, this doesn't really relate to oils at all, but as a doctor, I've seen people sit by bedsides of loved ones for hours, barely moving. And then, because they don't want to be away from them, they don't want to, miss them passing. And then they take the opportunity to just pop to the loo or to go home for a shower and come back. And it's at that point that their loved one passes away. And I truly believe that some people wait until their loved ones have left the room before they transition. And I want to say this because I think there's an awful lot of guilt around that, with people absolutely devastated that they've literally just nipped out and then suddenly go. And I think it's sometimes people choose that because it's just too painful for them to pass away while their loved ones are there. So I just think it's something that's really important to recognise. So I do hope that helps. And a book I'd like to recommend as well, which I think is a very comforting one. It's by Anita Morgiani, and it's called Dying to Be Me, and it's about her near-death experience. But it's a really beautiful book, and I've certainly think I've recommended it to quite a few people, and they found a lot of comfort in it. So I hope it helps as well for you. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or pop them in the comments. And please, if you're listening and you like what you're listening to, please share this. If it's going to help someone, please hit the follow or the subscribe button. And sorry, it's a bit of a difficult topic, but I know that a lot of people have asked me about this recently, and I thought I wrote the blog about this, which you can check out if you pop to the links going across, if you're watching, going across the bottom of my screen, but it's actually www.thehealthfulldoctor.com/links. I've got blog posts, and I've got one specifically for the pets on there and one for humans, and I have written about this in my blog post. But it actually took me a bit of time to actually do it on a podcast, because I was like, oh, it's difficult. I lost my mum just over a year ago, and I used all these oils for her, and it's something that I'm really glad I was able to do, and I get a lot of pleasure from using those same aromas, and I feel very close to her because of that. And she was very, very comfortable. And what was really interesting as well was all the medications that were prescribed for her, she didn't actually need. Now, that's not going to be the case for everyone, but it was something that was really nice that I could support her in that way. And I now can use those oils, and it evokes in me a lot of nice memories as well, of just thinking of those conversations that I had with her during those last few days. So I hope that helps. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. Bye.